And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. Clark, how long does it take to get acclimated for players starting a season with the new team?
Yeah, I think there are a number of factors that go into that, Kevin. What's the culture like? What's the makeup of the team? How good is the leadership on the squad? What kind of veterans are present? And does your style of play, your individual strengths, mesh well with the team you're joining? So a lot of different variables in that equation.
Good.
Olowokandi gets it to fall over. Tough defense there.
Now Anthony. Out to Smith.
I see I got Kenyon.
Anthony down low. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
I don't know what he was trying to do right there.
For a rookie, Anthony putting the defender in a no-win situation there.
Here's Brandon to the left wing. Garnett outside. Pass to Edwards. Here's Brandon. Abdul-Rauf covering. And Edwards slams it in.
Damn, JR.
And we all know how explosive Edwards can be, reminding us there with that thunderous slam.
And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. Always excited for starting out the new season right, and they find themselves playing against Minnesota.
Two division rivals facing off tonight. They'll see one another 4 times this season.
This is definitely the first of many tonight.
My man, Terrell Brandon.
You always try to set the tone and take
messed
that
up with my
mental
move.
and psychological edge.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball.
That little guy keep Van Horn on him.
And Van Horn pulls it down. Edwards against Smith. Edwards passes to Olowokandi. And he uses the glass on the layup. Olowokandi's got his second bucket tonight.
I like when Olowokandi goes to work down there. That's where he can do his best job.
Cuts it 5 from 18. Shots good by Abdul-Rauf.
Poor design there
Yeah,
defensively.
bucket.
They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
Now here's Garnett. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
Inside, Garnett runs into some good coverage, but he keeps his
I'm a
composure,
dragon.
stays calm, and gets by it.
Pass to Anthony. And it's blocked. And so it
Keith.
looks like Denver will retain possession here.
Look at Keith.
And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
Tell you what, early in the game, these kinds
Big
of
white man
plays
winning.
can really set the tone.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Coming up the court now are your Timberwolves dancers.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Martin the screen, 4 on the shot clock. Abdul-Rauf the pass to Martin. Minnesota with the rebound.
The defense ready for him.
My bad, TB.
They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
To the inside. And Garnett with the slam.
How about that for a flush? Garnett going up with confidence and packing a punch.
Denver trails by 6. Abdul-Rauf the pass to Carmelo. in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Shots good by Abdul Rauf. Abdul Rauf's got his second bucket. The Timberwolves have gotten all 5 of their shots to go down in the first quarter. Terrific start. And in the pass to Garnett.
Okay. Go.
And just a great all-around scorer. Garnett has the defense a little anxious there.
Bender, he's checked in for Minnesota. And Denver with a change here, too. Antonio McDyess, he's checked in for Martin. Nuggets have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Abdul Rauf, the pass to Carmelo.
Okay, Jonathan Bender.
Pass to Abdul Rauf.
And the hands in there.
For 3. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
You have got to keep an eye on Abdul Rauf at the arc. I mean, he will not hesitate in letting it fly from there.
Here's Brandon.
There you go, TB.
Goes up and lays it.
My boy TB.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find
Chris Dunn about to check in.
Wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Anthony.
Stuck.
Pass to Abdul Rauf. Smith against Edwards. McDyess a screen. Smith for 3. It's rebounded by Kevin Garnett.
Well, he's got a paint stroke. That one almost dropped.
Here's Brandon. Inside. And Edwards with the stop.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Denver trails by 7. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Gooden comes in for Olowokandi. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Edwards. The Nuggets also changing it up. Gortat's checked in for Nene. Thomas comes in for Antonio McDyess. And Ivy subbed in for Abdul Rauf. Here's Ivy.
My crushing son with the ball. I want my crush every day.
And here's Anthony for 3. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Anthony's got 5.
For a talented shooter, Anthony is pretty reserved at the arc. Maybe he'll grow bolder with time.
Bender kicks to Dunn. From the stripe. And it's good.
Hey, Dunn. Okay.
The more good work he does inside, the more it helps his entire game.
I got Tim Thomas now.
Outside Thomas.
Come inside that arc. I'm good.
Pass to Anthony. There's the 3. Garnett grabs the board. Minnesota leading by 6.
Why is TB playing the 2?
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Damn good.
Down low. And in the pass to Gooden. Gortat with the block.
Goofy ass.
An average shot block.
That's why I didn't really want to put you on my team.
Gortat
Goofy
rejects
ass.
shots. It helps set the tone for the defense.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
An emphatic rejection that was. Boy, you got to appreciate that kind of forceful, in-your-face defense.
They are out. We're guarding Dunn. Okay. I'm with you.
Pass to Gooden. Shoots over Gortat. And that one's good by Gooden.
That's how you do it down there. You got to be resilient.
Up by 8.
Outside Anthony. Here's Ivy. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so the first quarter is in the books. Timberwolves lead by 8. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action.
Boy, don't be embarrassing your mama out here. Black screen.
In for the Nuggets. Smith comes in for Williams. And the Timberwolves with possession here. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Smith against Don. Pass to Brandon. And you look back at the Lakers' three-peat, Clark. Can anyone knock them off?
Well, it's hard to see anybody being able to knock them off, Kevin. As long as they've got Kobe and Shaq, they're the favorites. I mean, no team has a combination that can match that duo. But that's why you play the games.
And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Oh.
And slam dunk by Ivy.
And man, can Ivy fly.
Don't embarrass your mama, man.
Big time finish.
Pass to Van Horn.
Come on, Keith.
Inside.
That's not what
stolen by Ivy.
I'm trying to get them to move. I'm pressing it.
We're just
L1
over 2.5
for them
minutes
to
into the
move.
second quarter. Here's Martin. Here's Gortat. Good for the basket.
Can't even see
Starting
myself.
off 1 for 1. with
Damn
that shot.
turnover, man.
Yeah, what timing on the offensive glass. Gortat's length and physicality really come in handy in those spots.
Pass to Van Horn. Looks for Garnett. He gets it to him. Over Martin. And it's Garnett finishing it off.
KG taking no prisoners and dropping the hammer down.
And a little
James
under
Bowe's
3.5
coming
minutes
in.
elapsed in the second quarter of play. Shots good by Anthony.
What a great look. Excellent possession that time.
Bounce pass.
For Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Lob pass to Garnett.
Damn.
And again, Minnesota will turn it over.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head.
That was perfect.
Minnesota making a switch here. Edwards is checked in, and then for Denver, James Posey's checked in for Anthony, and it's Abdul Rauf in for Ivy. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Smith feeling it out a bit to the left side wing. Gortat with a screen on Dunn. Clock at 6.
Okay, done.
Here's Abdul Rauf. It's rebounded by Kevin Garnett. Garnett's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Outside Edwards. A minute 50 left now here in the second. Pass to
You
Garnett.
don't pass the ball down here.
Over Martin. And Garnett gets it to go on the assist from Edwards. Garnett's got 4 points this quarter.
You know, play like this, I think, is a credit to Garnett's focus. He doesn't let the clock distract him from getting done what needs to be done.
I'm going to run out of
call
timeouts,
here.
man.
The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Everyone get loud and put your hands together.
Damn, 2 damn turnovers, man.
.131 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Abdul Rauf. The rebound by Garnett. Garnett's got his 5th rebound in this one. Edwards finds Jackson.
Ah, damn it.
Over Martin. And again, it's Minnesota. 1:10 left to play here in the half.
We're about 9 now.
Pass to Gortat. Abdul Rauf against Dunn. Abdul Rauf, the pass to Smith.
I'm on you, Kenya.
Here's Abdul Rauf. Dunn covering. Just 3 to shoot. Martin. Garnett with the block.
An infinite reach, it seems. The wingspan of Garnett is just amazing.
Anything is possible. Look, Van Horn guarding him from the sideline.
For 3, Smith. Rebound, Minnesota. Garnett's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Van Horn. Abdul Rauf covering. And in the pass to Olowokandi. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now an 11-point Timberwolves lead.
Right through the defense. Strong stuff from Olowokandi.
Outside Anthony. To the middle. And finished off by Martin.
And how about the
Might have been able to get that for Keith.
By Martin,
right
a big-time dunker who enjoys getting this close to the basket.
Here's Edwards. What a shot by Edwards.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball.
I shouldn't have played the second quarter. Look how low the score is.
Keep working. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
And so that brings the first half to a close. The Timberwolves on top, up 11. They'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Look at Kevin Garnett. What a contribution.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Look, this is a blowout. With the score mad low.
Minnesota leading by 17. Back to Dunn. And Childress kicks to Garnett. Pass to Childress. Now here's Dunn.
Damn, Van Horn
And
was
here's
wide open.
Jackson. Gortat covering.
Oh, I thought I was getting the pass.
Dunn.
Now we know his ass can't pass.
Now here's Williams. In
That's
the
2
corner,
times I
Smith
cut to
with
the
it.
basket and he missed me.
Back to Williams. Poked away and stolen by Dunn. It's Garnett on the wing. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
You know, something else that catches my eye is the fact that they have blocked a bunch of shots. I mean, the block shot total, extremely impressive. The defensive intensity, top level.
Just 4 to shoot. Martin from outside. Minnesota with the rebound.
Quit dribbling, dummy.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Over to the wing. Van Horn, the pass to Garnett. And they pick up 2. And 12 points for Garnett.
Hey, anytime you're guarding Garnett inside, expect a certain level of physicality.
Smith kicks to Williams.
And they don't even have Melo on the court. That's
Smith
crazy.
outside. Pass to Martin. It's good.
How effective he can be when he does that.
Garnett left side. Out left to the wing.
Go on, get him, Keith.
Here's Van Horn.
Go on,
And
get
again,
him,
it's
Keith.
Minnesota converting.
And I want to see more of that from him. I mean, he's been passing up on his shot more than usual, even though he's hitting the ones that he takes.
Shouldn't have played the second quarter, man. Just simulated.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Williams kicks to Smith. Over Childress. And it's Smith missing. Timberwolves leading by 21. Here's Garnett. Drops it in from 11 feet.
There's that silky smooth jumper of Garnett's. Nice elevation.
Yeah.
And the height of the release point
Big ticket.
makes that a reliable mid-range look.
Timeout called. Nuggets. For the Nuggets, Nene, he's checked in for Gortat. Anthony comes in for James Posey. And it's Abdul Rauf in for Williams. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Here's Abdul Rauf. Nene, the screen. It's tipped.
Boy, that length of Olowokandi coming into play there, getting a hand on that shot.
And in the pass to Olowokandi.
Oh, yes, sir.
I'm finna go for the lob, man.
And that one is stuffed right through.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing.
Well, the problem with Denver during this era was they had a little bit of problem with defense.
Is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Pass to Nene. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Anthony
Lock him down,
low.
Keith. Lock him down.
Back to Nene. 2 on the clock. Over Olowokandi. And again, Denver no good.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
To the inside.
Damn.
Bounds. Denver takes possession.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball, giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
Nene has got in the way.
And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for Denver. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Pass to Abdul Rauf. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter of this one. 4 on the clock. And here's Anthony for 3. And another miss by Denver.
Making them work for these shots, man.
5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Here's Olowokandi, guarded by Nene. And the basket by Olowokandi.
I was trying to get the lob.
And with this one winding down,
I need to have the passing badges on for them, too. I'm tripping. Be trying to throw these damn lobs from far away.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will.
Sorry, JR.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
Since the game already a blowout, might as well just go dumb.
In the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the players.
Abdul Rauf kicks to Martin. Pass to Smith. Outside Anthony. To end the run. Hits it from 3-point range.
New to the league, but Anthony carries the utmost confidence.
There's 38 seconds left in the fourth.
Gone, TB.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Saw the opportunity.
So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. They won this game going away. They were the better.
That was nasty, man.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game, and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. See you next time.
We'll take that. All right. Ant had 22. I only end up with 16. TB had 14. I forgot to change the assistant. Everybody got on the court. That's the most important thing. For the Nuggets, Melo had 20. He was only 7 for 17. 4 for 7 shooting threes, though. That's a good look. Kenya ended up with 10. So, damn, I had to do all that scoring just to catch up to Kenya. JR was only 1 for 5. Jaden was only 1 for 6. But, yeah. Definitely shouldn't have played the second quarter. All right, y'all. Stay tuned. We got more action to come. Stay smart. Stay safe. Remix.